So for many different levels, this next topic really kind of irks me, and it's breaking balls. And it's breaking balls from a younger level and also breaking balls from an older level. I'm going to explain both of them out. So at the lower level, I get coaches all the time, and even pitching coaches that allow this to go on, that they're allowing kids under the age of 13, 14 to throw breaking balls. Essentially, I don't agree with kids throwing breaking balls until they're at least 14, if not 15. So if they're 14 on the stronger side and their body can handle it, okay. So what we're doing is we're allowing these kids to do it just so we can go out and win one game, so we can strike out one more guy, so we can run the risk of possibly getting hurt for these feeble little results that we get when we're a young kid. In my mind, that's completely preposterous. Stop throwing breaking balls. If you need a breaking ball at that age, you don't know how to pitch. Throw a fastball, throw a changeup, move the ball around to both sides of the plate with a little bit of movement. That's all you need. Now when it comes to older guys, what I heard even when I was growing up, and it's still going on, every kid that walks in that we're working on a breaking ball from the high school level, they're coming in and they're talking about snapping their wrist. There is no breaking of the wrist when you throw a breaking ball. It does not happen correctly if you do that. If you break your wrist, what you're going to do is you're going to lead to an altered release point every single time. Because there's no way in the course that it takes your arm to get from external rotation to internal rotation that you are going to be able to break your wrist to the exact same degree to get the same spin in the same location. This is, and a lot of people will be able to relate to this, this is like going out and throwing breaking balls with your friends on the side, and all of a sudden you get one to break, because you just luckily got to the right spot. You call your other friends over, and then you throw it again and it doesn't break. And you go, well, it was just working. And you have it one day and you don't have it another. That's what happens when you break your wrist when you throw a breaking ball. Not only that, you put a crap load more of undue stress into your arm. In fact, if you just stand up right now or even sit where you're sitting watching this, if you just take your arm and extend it out and snap your wrist with your arm extended, see what that feels like in your elbow. Now imagine moving fast enough to throw a ball into the 80s, possibly the 90s, and imagine the amount of stress that now comes into that pitch. So not only are you giving yourself a more likelihood to get hurt, you're also going to make it really hard to be consistent with it. When we do throw a breaking ball, it's all based off of your forearm angle at the point when you land. So when I land throwing a fastball, my forearm angle is going to be facing pretty close to my open side. When I throw a breaking ball, my forearm angle is going to be rotated inward towards my head. This is also why we teach young kids not to turn the ball towards their head. If you turn the ball towards your head, as I now rotate my body, and I'm not going to do anything with my arm besides rotate it with my hip, my arm now comes into a breaking ball throwing position. So at this point, I don't have to break my wrist, I don't have to come around the ball or over the ball. My forearm angle in the back has set up my release point in the front. So again, now if I was, let's say, in my fastball forearm angle, slightly out, as I turn, my arm is in the wrong position. Now I have to try to snap my arm to make this pitch break, which is going to lead to a lot of inconsistencies and a lot of injuries. So we are not breaking our wrists when we throw breaking balls or snapping our wrist, and we are not trying to throw breaking balls under the age of 14.